Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am here. Good morning. So, I'm coming in to discuss what I was going to discuss yesterday, but I also wanted to clarify something. I just got off an IG call. I guess there were a couple of creators on live last night with these conspiracy theories about what's going on. It makes sense for what was said in Mims's chat last night. So let me just make myself clear. I'm tired of saying this. So when I reached out to Brooke, I reached out to her because I heard JY went off on her. I wanted to make sure she was okay. When I spoke to Brooke, spoke to Brooke about a month ago, she wanted to clarify with me what she meant when she said something in someone else's chat. There is no communication between me and Brooke. No one is trying to backstab or do anything that's going to infiltrate, with your conspiracy theories, okay? When I made the statement that I did about Maria and Ann yesterday, I meant what I said. When I said last night on Mims' live that I've never seen Maria post messages, that's what I meant. That doesn't mean I'm trying to be friends with anyone. I only stated what I've known to be true. Now, if you're that insecure in your friendships, that's your issues, not mine. That's your issues. I did what any decent person would do. I checked on Brooke because of what was said about her. And I knew she had been a great friend to John. I would have checked on Candor, but I blocked her. And then when I went try to find her, I don't know if she's changed her name or not. So let's make it quite clear. There is no conspiracy here. Okay? No conspiracy. I don't care who TL talks to, who Mims talk to. That's their business. It doesn't affect me in any way. So stop with your bullshit. And I'm only going to address this one time because you're really insignificant to me. Stop putting my name in your bullshit. All these fucking conspiracy theories running around town. Anybody got time for this bullshit? If you got a question, you ask me. Whew. So, good morning. Happy Sunday morning, everybody. I got that off my chest. So, got me upset early this morning. Oh my God. Mims, I know I see you, so you're getting ready for your granddaughter's birthday party. But if you have time before the party, after I get off live, I really want to talk to you. Let's see. Let me bring up what I wanted to talk about because these people, they really need to get a freaking life. They really need to get a life. Do something with your time and stop with all this conspiracy shit. Okay, let me just say hi to everyone that's here real quick. Good morning, Selfie Queen. Good morning, Glenn Crack. Good morning, Selfie Queen, Glenn Crack, Cole, Just Doom, Mims, Housewives of Chaos. Gwen Branston is in the house. Not my real name. Good morning to you. Hi, Selfie Queen. Hi, Mary Hope, Rabbit of Chaos. Good morning, Sue. How are you? The artsy nurse. Good morning. Let's see. Stacy, baby. Good morning. Harmony. Good morning, sweetie. Let's see. Franca. Good morning, Francesca. Good morning. Good morning, breezy girl. How are you? Big Bad Wolf. That's who I was looking to see. Hold on, Big Bad. Hold on, Big Bad. I got something for you. Let me go to the chat, Big Bad. Got something for you. Let me find you. Oh, there you go. Big Bad. There you go. There you go. There you go. Big Bad, you now have your wrench. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. I told her when she was ready to come back that I would have her wrench waiting for her, and that's what I meant. Good morning, Drea. Okay. I love you too, baby. I love you, love you, love you. Good morning, Drea. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. That was me on my phone because I had it ready for Big Bad Wolf when she came in. Okay. So, yes, I told you why I know when I saw Franca. I have a really good friend from elementary school, and we used to call her that or Frankie, but I knew her name was Francesca. Uh, Good morning, etc., etc. Uh-oh. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. Good morning, Bossy. Good morning. Guys, I wanted to let you know I looked at Tennekee's numbers last night. I understand that Jules is also pushing Tennekee. If you haven't subscribed to Tennekee yet, please subscribe to her. She's close to 1,000. When I looked last night, she was at 842. So we need to get her there as well. But she was at 842 last night. So let's discuss this. Remember yesterday I was telling you about this woman that dismembered her landlady. There we go. The ladies, wait a minute, what? Oh no, sweetie, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to mention your name. You are good to go. I will not mention your name. Won't do that to you. Won't do that. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I'm still getting messages. Okay, and for everyone, yesterday I just wanted to say, for everyone who sent me cash apps yesterday, I want to say thank you. I got to say thank you to Big Bad Wolf in the chat, in Mim's chat last night. I just want to say thank you for the cash apps I received. For some reason, when I get cash apps or Venmo, they're late coming in, and I don't get them when I'm on live. But thank you so much. I didn't expect it, but thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Mims's channel is called It's Me Mims. If someone can drop her channel, I would appreciate it. Good morning, Raylaw. Hi, sister. Hi, my baby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we see right here on the screen. This woman is from Chicago. Her name is Sandra, and I want to say Kalula. She's sitting behind bars right now. She's from Chicago. She cut up her landlady right here because this lady gave her an eviction notice. So what it says is that she's been hit with several charges relating to disturbing death of Francis Walker, who ran a boarding house where Sandra lived. Other tenants became concerned when they heard screaming and loud banging at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. One texted Walker's phone but got no response. So one of the tenants, hi, damn it, Mandy. Good morning. One of the tenants were concerned. So they heard of the noise. They texted the landlady who owned the boarding house, and they got no response for her. And they said they heard like what was sounding like scratching noises that was coming from Sandra's room. The tenants actually reported her missing, but they said they were afraid to call 911 because Sandra had threatened them. Now, not that day, but she had threatened them in the past. She had threatened them. So a missing person report was filed. The police came out, and this was at the what is it? The 5900 block of Wastenu. And they discovered blood throughout the home, including knives in the bedroom. They opened the freezer and they located Frances's severed head, arms, and legs. Now, the rest of her body remains missing. You dismembered this woman because she gave you an eviction notice. Hi, Michelle. An eviction notice. This to me floored me. And that's when I said yesterday, you done messed, well, I wanted to say effed up now. This woman had threatened the other tenants in the boarding house. They were scared to call. They were trying to get the landlady, the owner's attention. I'm not sure if she lived in a house or not. She probably did because it was a boarding home. So Sandra was renting a room. So the scratching noises they heard was Sandra dismembering Frances's body. Now, we don't know what a torso is. They're still looking. They haven't found a torso, but they found the arms, the legs, the head in the freezer. Yeah, she's crying. She's crying in the mugshot. Good morning, Susan. She is crying in the mugshot. It's amazing how everybody cries when they get caught. But when they're doing the crime, it's like lady, what were you not thinking? You got an eviction notice. You were going to, come on, move out. I don't know what she was freezing them for. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe she's related to Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know. Well, I know she's not related, of course, but I was being funny. I have no idea. But they can't find the torso. Etc. I don't get notifications for Amber. I don't get notifications for Just Doom. The reason I know he's going live is because Mayor would send me a message. I didn't get a notification for Mims last night. I just knew she was going live. And I kept checking. I'm not getting a lot of my notifications. So, Stacy, sweetie, Stacy, you've been exiled, I hear. So again, oh my God. And then this other story just hit me hard. This is from where I used to reside in Texas. This young man right there, he and his mother were reported missing. His name is Tyler. His mother's name is Michelle. They were reported missing from Humble, Texas. So, he was missing school, couldn't find the mother. He was seen driving his mother's car. They spotted the car in Nebraska. He gave the police a chase. They found his mother's body in the trunk. Now, what perplexed me is this. I don't know when he actually K'd his mom, but the young man had also attacked a student an 18-year-old girl in his car. And he was out on attempted SA. He ripped this young woman's shirt off, grabbing her. This is in the school parking lot. This is where this took place, in the school parking lot. So they got him in Tennessee. He was a chase. He wrecked the car. Car went into the water. When they opened up the car, mother was in the trunk. Now, this young man is a cross-country, he runs cross-country track, okay? He went to Humble High School, which is where a lot of my friends' kids graduated from. Well, he was at Humble, and then he transferred to Atascocita, which is where I lived. So this young man right here K'd his mother. K'd his mother. Then we have a serial killer, a black serial killer, just like the one in DC, who was just caught in California. This is sad. This was in Stockton. And guys, I forgot to download his picture. I really was, because when I got the phone call, I was in the middle of doing this. But this man had killed 6 men, and he had shot a woman. And she was the only one that survived. And the whole city worked together to get this man. His name is Wesley Brownlee, 43 years old. Now, just because they caught him, they said the case isn't closed, because they want to make sure that there was no one else involved. A lot of these people that he was killing was homeless. And he was always dressed in black or a mask around his neck. The cops got him. He was dressed in body armor when they went for him. This shit is crazy. Yes, a black serial killer is rare, but Lee Malvo, what is his name? Lee something Malvo. I remember I told you guys not too long ago when he was talking about the guy that was, was a shooter in DC, and he was going into, and every time the cop came on, shooter, whenever the black chief of police in DC would come on, and he would tell him, we have kids, and every time he said something, that he saw shooting at the schools, started shooting at school buses. When I heard that he was shooting up in this part of DC, I said, there is no white man in that area shooting up. First of all, he would be shot up. I said it. I said it was a black guy. They were like, no, Heidi, there are no black. I said, oh, no, he's black. He's definitely black when he's in that part of DC, that time of night, and he's shooting. No, he's a black man. He was a black man. He was a black man. Mommy says bad words was in here yesterday, ma'ams. There is no more done for mental illness. Yes, and then the Parkland shooter. Oh, my God. He got off. Not got off. He's received life imprisonment. And you know why? Because of the fetal alcohol syndrome and because the way he was raised. Remember, I brought that to you, and they were looking at the fact that he was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, his home life with his mother, and then when his foster mother passed away, he had no chance. My God, they gave him life imprisonment. There are so many people that are born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and they don't do this shit. They don't go around shooting up people. So it was mitigating circumstances. The mother did large amounts of drugs and alcohol throughout her pregnancy. And they said that caused brain damage and growth problems. But he was thrown out of school for his behavior. And they're saying because he was poisoned in the womb, His brain was irretrievably broken, if I remember that correctly. Good morning, James Jameson. Good morning. I am going to cover Brooks' case. I am. I've been trying to catch up on not CNN, on Court TV. This is the guy that ran through the crowd. Yes, I am. I'm going to do a breakdown of Brooks' case. I just don't have the time like when I was at home during the pandemic. I had time to do these cases. I had time to actually stream these cases and go through them. So I've been watching the updates on Brooks' case and everything. But the shooter that was in Illinois, I'm definitely going to be doing recaps on that case as well. But this young man that did all of this, Nicholas Cruz, now I think he's 23. At the school he went to, I think it was Marjorie. They raised concerns about his behavior. He was expelled from school. And and I remember telling you that they were saying that because of the adopted mother's death, it destroyed his stability. Where were all of this? Why weren't they trying to get this young man help? Hi, Susan Stanley. Good morning. Hi, how are you? Oh my God, I love Greek food. I love Greek food. I miss Houston. That's what I miss too. Really, Drea, please let me know, hit me in my DM so we can get her on here. Please hit me in my DMs. I was actually in talks. I actually spoke to Amber's lawyer the other day, her lawyer that's located in Ohio. I spoke to her lawyer the other day as well. To me, I think he deserved the death penalty. And that kind of case, yes. And, they said it was a merciful act. But look what you did. Look what you did. He K'd 14, if I remember correctly, 14 students. And then I remember they said when he was in the interrogation room, he kept saying there was a demon inside of him. He kept hearing a demon voice. It's his bad side. I don't understand. If you got all these issues, kill your damn self. Why go out and kill other people? Come on now. I remember he said he felt worthless. You are worthless. You go out and take somebody's life because you're not happy with your life. I remember I told you guys he said in the interrogation room he wanted to die. He said himself he deserved to die. He deserved to die. That's like Casey, no, not Casey Anthony, Jodi Arias. She wanted the death penalty because she couldn't imagine living her life in prison. And then when you get there, you start pleading for your damn life because you don't want to die after what you did to Travis. All because he didn't want you. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't in a mental. I didn't. Everything I've looked up, I've never seen anywhere where they tried to get this young man's help. Now I don't know if the adopted mother did because it was nothing stated about him seeing a counselor. It only stated that the school that he attended raised concerns about his behavior, and when he turned 18, there was no path for him to graduate because of his behavior. I remember that. They expelled him from school. So they let him, they just let him loose. They were like, okay. When I remember it was no kid left behind. Who was that? Nancy Reagan's slogan? No kid left behind. Was that Nancy Reagan or was that Bush's wife? Can't remember now. No kids left behind. Well, he was damn sure left behind. He was left behind. I just don't. I remember when I read this, his lawyer said that the person that went to that school, Valentine's Day, guys, Valentine's Day, he was expelled in 2017. I remember that clearly. He went to the school in 2018 on Valentine's Day. His lawyer said the person that went to that school was damaged and wounded. Let me get this off the screen. He was damaged and wounded. His brain was broken. That's not Nicholas Cruz. That's not the young man that went there and shot 14 students to death. I don't know if he was. Well, I'm thinking he was, because they're saying that he had academic problems. He made the school environment. I remember they said he made the school environment hostile. So I'm sure that he was in some kind of special ed classes. But these men and women on the jury, and I remember it was 7 men and 5 women, they deemed and they took into account the mitigating circumstances of his childhood. Now, I wonder if they would have did that, and I'm not being rude, but if I wonder if they would have did that if that was a young black man. I wonder if they would have did that if that was a black man, a young black boy that was shooting up the school. They said the person that created those heinous acts is not the same person that he is now. Why? Because he's locked up. That's why. He's locked up. Who knows what he would have done, left out there. You know, they said that the punishment shouldn't be in response to what he did. That's what we have the justice system for. Hammurabi and Moses. Moses believed in turn the other cheek. Hammurabi believed in an eye for an eye. Two wrongs don't make a right. It's true. You caved 14 young people because you weren't happy with your life. You know, these people had to really think about the seriousness of the crime. They have some really good hearts. They probably, well, they were in this case, I feel that justice would have been the death penalty. Even though it costs more to execute a prisoner than it does to house them for life, I think this case deserved the death penalty. It may not be the popular opinion, but it's my opinion. Same thing when I actually was watching Casey Anthony's trial. I told you guys it was 2 young girls that were missing, and I was going back and forth to Florida at the time. And it was another young girl that went missing. Her name was also Kaylee. And then I was there like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. That's when Casey Anthony's daughter went missing. And I'm like, wait a minute. Every time I come to Florida, someone's missing. I remember watching that case. I remember the searches. I remember everything. And they searched that area. They didn't find her. Now, mind you, the grandfather is an ex-cop. About what was it, 3-4 months later, body was found really decomposed. The medical examiner couldn't even determine the manner of death. Jose Baez, I'm going to say that was he was an unknown attorney until this case. Jose Baez was an unknown attorney until this case. He broke that shit down. That medical examiner could not, when she said she could not determine the manner of death, I knew then. I said, they can't convict her. No matter what you feel in your heart, she did it, she did it, she did it. You have to convict upon a preponderance of evidence. And it wasn't there. And if you go back and look at the judge's instructions, when I heard him giving those instructions, I said they have no choice but to acquit her. They had no choice. She lied to the police for months. I do believe her father knew. I believe her father helped cover it up. And that is my feelings from the beginning. He was an ex-cop. He knew what it would take. I think that little girl was probably in the backyard swimming. No one was paying attention to her. She drowned in that pool. He didn't know what, because she's out partying, whatever. I do believe it was an accident. I do believe it was an accidental death. That I believe strongly. But I think the father helped cover it up. Whether she gave her something to sleep or not, I don't know. They didn't trace it. They couldn't find any, but they kept saying that that was a rag that was there that had what was it, ethanol, whatever it is on a rag. I was like, okay, really? That can come. And when I read the medical examiner's report, when your body is decomposing, it exudes all of these things. And when I spoke to Rodi Gal, it was the same thing. You can't say that was used. You can't say that. Yep, she's there in Arizona. Yes, she is. You can't say that. Oh, no, I don't think he's going to make it long either. I really don't. I really don't. I'm going to be surprised. No, the death penalty is not in every state. But let me tell you the states that don't play. Texas, Louisiana, and Florida. They do not play. As soon as you've used up your appeals, oh, baby, your date is set. I don't know what's his name. Oh, my God. The Texas rail killer, Rafael Hernandez. I think that's it. He was up and down. When he said that he waived all of his appeals, his sister turned him in. When he waived those appeals, that date was set. He was put to death. Texas don't play. The Soviet Union don't play. Hi, Deborah 17. How are you? It differs from state to state. I remember when the death penalty was put on hold in Texas because of the concoctions they were using during the pandemic they couldn't get. I remember that was one in Florida where it was the guy had a bad reaction to the drugs, and then I was like, and it took like 22 minutes and he was in pain and agony. I'm sorry for saying it, but you already started it. You might as well finish it. Same thing with the electric chair. When that chair malfunctioned, they had no choice. You can't stop it. Archie Nurse, I got to go back and look at your painting with leaves. I just didn't have a chance to do it yesterday. I had a nail appointment and I was doing some other stuff, getting ready for my trip. Yep, he deserved the death penalty. That's just me. 6 feet of rope. If you guys never watched that movie Citizen X, I'm telling you, this man was going around killing kids, boys and girls. He was going around killing all these kids, and it was a Soviet, the country. If you were a member to the party, he didn't look at you. As soon as they found him guilty, they took him in the back room. There was a drain in the floor. They told him to turn around, and all you heard was gunshots. That was it. You saw the blood draining. He was done. He was done. If you kill women, well, children, senior citizens, and there was not a doubt that you were the guilty party, you deserve the death penalty. Texas, you kill a cop, that's an automatic death penalty case. And then it depends on the severity of a crime to determine if you get an automatic capital murder charge. Capital M, I already said it, capital murder. Seriously. Ooh, the death penalty. Ooh, I'm Scottish. Ooh, I didn't know that, James. Yes, it costs a lot. I did a paper on it in college. It costs more because of the concoctions that you use, the extra guards. It's a whole thing. It costs a lot to put a person to death than what it does to house them for life. I'm gonna have to find that paper and post it because it's in my portfolio, and I know I haven't lost it. But then you have this young man in Texas, this young black guy who was put to death, and they kept trying to, they went to the governor to appeal. About 2 or 3 months after he was put to death, guess what? They actually tested the DNA, and guess what? He wasn't the person that committed that R and that M. Not even a person. They had to pay that family. No amount of money is going to bring that young man back. And his attorneys were no good. The Innocent Project got involved with that case, and they tested the evidence with their own funds. Yep, the father knew. I'm telling you, the father knew. Good morning, Hant Blue. The father knew. You can't tell me that man didn't know. Have I read Redemption, Tookie Williams' story? I've heard about it. James, I don't think I've read it, but I will put that on my list. I would definitely get that book. Yep, that's where my anger comes. I don't know if that's her way of dealing with it, but yes, I do believe. Well, California has the death penalty, but when was the last time California put anybody to death? Like Scott Peterson. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. The Emmett Till story. Yes, Till. Oh my God. I can't. My granddaughter had me read this book. It's about Emmett Till. And I'm telling you, that book, it's called The Lost Boys. And I ordered it and I read it. I didn't realize that she meant that book. Every time I think about Emmett Till and that woman that the state refused to press charges against now, and I understand why his mother wanted to have his coffin open. She wanted everybody to see what they did to him. Every time I think about him, I keep flashing back to that picture of him in that coffin. Good morning, Danielle. Yep. They don't fear life, but boy, when they know they're in trouble, that's when they want to cry. Yeah, I don't go to the movies either anymore. I don't go to the movies anymore. And I used to love to go to the movie tavern. You got drinks, you have food, big old seats like you're in recliners. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I think a lot of these movie theater shootings scared the hell out of me. Let's see what else we have here. or it takes them so many sticks to find a good vein cut. Yeah, the vein. But I don't even, you know what? And if you, um, and they're telling me it's humane, but I'm going to tell you again, it doesn't matter if you're convicted, you put to death. That death certificate says manner of death, homicide. It doesn't say um death penalty. The manner of death on those death certificates after an execution states homicide, and that's what it's classified as. Oh, we were speaking of Emmett Till. We spoke on Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland shooter, and the guy that was the high school shooter here in Spokane. Oh yeah, I had to cover that. He was just convicted a couple of months back. Yep, but they call it it's inhumane. No, it wasn't inhumane when you went and shooting people down, just like this fool that went in there and killed all these kids in a daycare center in Thailand. Come on now. Oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't hear about that, but I'm definitely going to look into it. So Nicholas Cruz's brother took the people who helped him to court because they took money from him. Really? Okay. Never knew he had a brother. They never stated anything about his brother. I'm going to go back and look. I will definitely go back and look. All murderers should suffer before defense. And do you know when you got to go to court and they got to put all these pictures up? I don't know why if you caught, if you just don't take a plea deal, but you put this family through this agony over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. And do you know the people that actually do the injections? You never see them. They don't, their names are not there. They only come in to give the lethal injections. My picture is in the Lion of Babylon in Iraqi Museum. Okay. I'm going, okay, let's see. See you, bye, Gwen. Yeah, they be sending fan mail to these people. You got this one woman that married one of the Menendez brothers, left her husband and her kids. Left her husband and her kids. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Let's see. The wrench needs to be locked up on the, regardless of the age. Yep, that wrench needs to be locked up. Yeah, I'm going to the book. It's a really, really good book. And it's called, I'm sorry, not The Lost Boys. It's called Ghost Boys. I caught myself. It's by, I think it's Jewel Rhodes. And it was on the New York Times bestsellers list. And that story is about Emmett Till. Okay, so I'm just, let me see, what else is there? Yeah, the drive-through movies are coming back. And guys, I just want you to know that Terry Lynn's at work. She sent me a message. She's listening. So she's in here. She's listening. I'm in her back pocket, she says. I feel exactly the same way, but going to the movie theater. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Doom needs a. Hi, Oliver Sutton, sweetie. Good morning. Okay, guys, let's see. And guys, I want to say thank you for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. That's why I want to put your comments up. Let's see. Nicholas Cruz's brother made big news down here because he came to his aid immediately. It's his half brother and acted like the knight in shining armor. Okay. All right. His half brother. Okay. Kimberly ex-husband was a murderer. She married him. He was 18. You know this, Heidi. Oh, Yes, I do. From 90 Day, yeah, so 90 Day Fiance. Yes, I do know that. And I actually said a few months back I was going to look into that and cover that. Yes, her son's father is a convicted M. Yes, I do know that. Kimberly, I do know that. So I would definitely look into that one. But Ted Bundy. Yes, so at one point you had conjugal visits. A lot of prisons, a lot of prisons have stopped those conjugal visits. But yeah, you would have conjugal visits. This shit is crazy. You don't need to have any privileges as far as I'm concerned. Only thing, I don't really think you need to have 3 meals and a cot. You commit M, your ass deserves to be M'd. Sorry. I don't have no. I can't. I know Clint when he was at so in Texas, you have everybody still thinks they do the executions in Huntsville. No. They're housed in Huntsville, but they moved them down to, oh my God, what's the prison? That's what Clint was. He would be up there with all the death row inmates. They bring them down from Huntsville like a week before the execution. And they're, what's the name of that prison? It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it. But that's where they do the executions at. It's not Huntsville. They only house them in Huntsville. So the one last hangman in the UK, if done right, is over. Man, James, I'm going to have to get your reading list. I need your reading list. I really do. Yes, everybody's saying hi to you, Terry Lynn. I know you're not looking at the chat. Yeah, it's not her son. Oh, it's not the son's dad. It's her ex-husband. Yes, thank you, Susu. Thank you. It's not the son's dad. It's her first husband. Yes, sorry, because the son's dad is still out and they don't get along. That's the one that cheated on her. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Yes. I'm sorry. I had to correct that. Yes. You're absolutely right. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, the son's dad is the one that did all the cheating on her. Oh, let's see, Terry. What I didn't know, TLC don't no, they're supposed to do background checks, but they couldn't have did a background check on Jeffrey. They couldn't have. This man was stealing all out of Home Depot right now. They couldn't have did a background check on him or his daddy. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. I remember I watched a documentary, My Father, the Killer. And then when they did the documentary on my brother, I forgot his name, who was running around killing all these women. He was in a relationship. He was sleeping with Nicole Brown Simpson, and he met Nicole Brown and Faye Resnick at a club, and they used to do, the candy together. And he was stalking Nicole all the time. The night they were together, he started acting weird, and she got up and she ran out of her house. And that's who they thought he was following her all over the place. That's who they think. And the brother actually said, and I remember when the trial was going on with OJ, he was on trial at the same time. His attorney reached out to the prosecutors to let them know that he has confessed to the killing of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. Now, I don't know if he did it or not, but he said he did. He detailed his relationship with her. All I know is You're going to be cutting somebody's thing and almost decapitate somebody. You're not going to find a drop of blood on the door handle and a drop of blood on the steering wheel. I don't care if you had gloves on or not. That is not happening. You're not just going to have a cut on your finger, because once you cut that main artery, blood just shoots all over the damn place. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. And I said it from the beginning, I think OJ's son had something to do with it, because that woman was fooling around with his son, and she was fooling around with what's his name? Marcus Allen. Yeah. That was my belief. I told you when that trial was going on, I was sending Johnny Cochran all kind of emails. He and my cousin were really good friends. My cousin that was a judge in Louisiana. He's retired now. They were really good friends. He was at his son's wedding. I was sending him all kind of messages. Because if you remember, when they did the preliminary hearing, the first coroner said it was two distinctively different knives. They didn't want to hear that. They got rid of him and brought in someone else. I remember all of that. I had a little TV in my office watching that trial. So let's see. What else is there? NB is in the house. NB is Oliver's here. Thank you. So, I get off on murder. Oh, that's not a good thing to say. But when I see and hear stuff like that piques my interest, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Let's get into this. The emancipation that these women do of foreign men. Yes. And I don't know if you guys have seen, oh my God, what's her name? The one that was with Johnny, the one that lives in Idaho. She's lost a lot of weight. She looks good. Oh, I tried to watch, oh my God, did you see Amber from 90 Day Fiance, the one that was with Vinny? I know we've jumped all over the place, but undoubtedly she had to have an A, and the decision came down when they reversed Roe versus Wade. It was one day before or one day after. The doctor said that she, because of her medical condition, she could not have this child and it would be the death to her. She put out a statement on Facebook. I saw that. So, let's see. And that's something that's touchy. You get off. Danielle has some stories too. And we discussed someone that she knows that was actually incarcerated for quite some time. And it's a female. And I definitely want to interview her. I'm sorry. I am fascinated by true crime. How is that? I am fascinated by true crime. I shouldn't say I get off. I'm fascinated by true crime. I'm fascinated. My TV stays on ID Discovery unless I'm watching Netflix, and I'm like, ooh. And then Who Did I Marry? And Deadly Wives. I'm like, ooh, yes, I'm fascinated. And then you look at the devastation that the families go through. And, I love Paula Zahn on ABC, on ID Discovery. She sits down with these families, and I'm just like, the devastation. And I'm like, you don't know. And like when people take their own lives, same thing. I witnessed it firsthand in my family, the devastation that's left behind, especially with the person that finds you. And then everything that comes after that, what if I would have done this? What if I would have did this? So yeah, it's not good. Yep, they did. They caught the Stockton killer. That's what I was talking about early, James. Yes, they caught him. His name is Wesley. What is his name? Wesley Brown? Yes, they caught him. Yep, they caught him. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me pull up the article. I didn't have a chance to load it. So let's just look at this really quick. And yeah, black man. He's a black man. Okay, hold on. And I was like, yep, let me share my screen with you guys real quick. Hold on. Share. Suspected. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if you got it. Let me take this comment down. Let me make this full screen. Okay, let me put it on.
Join from the grocery line.
Hold on.
Or from the lake. Join from the Hollywood sign. Or an awkward.
Mute it. I didn't want to do that. I messed up. Hold on, guys. I'm coming. I just wanted to.
First date.
Anytime, I can't mute it. It won't let me mute
it's easy to join STCU. Sorry. Go to stcu.org/join. Insured by NCUA.
And that breaking news coming out of Stockton, 6 people shot and killed, 1 person survived after a series of serial killings that began in 2021. Tonight, the victims' families and loved ones are receiving new answers. Stockton police say they have made an arrest in the series of connected killings in Stockton and Oakland. Several leaders in the city announced the groundbreaking update in a press conference today. Police Chief Stanley McFadden said
Wesley Brown, that's him.
This man,
Brownlee.
23-year-old Wesley Brownlee, early this morning.
Look at him.
Our surveillance team followed this person while he was driving. We watched his patterns. And
they said he was on a hunt.
Early this morning, he was on a mission to kill.
See? He was on a hunt.
He was out hunting.
We do have team coverage tonight. Both KCRA3's Michelle Bandur and Leanne Denier are in Stockton. We do want to start with Michelle. Michelle, I know you've been in Stockton all.
But let me, he's not the first black serial killer and not Lee Marvell either. It's this other guy that was killing all of these women. It was strangling them. He's right now, had they put him to death? He was black. He was killing in California and Texas. That was another black serial killer.
All day and night, and we're there for that press conference. How did police track down the suspect?
Well, Brittany, the Stockton police chief believes officers stopped the suspect while he was on his way to look for his 8th victim.
Yep.
He says a combination of community tips to Crime Stoppers along with good old-fashioned police work led them to the accused serial killer.
Yep. The whole city was working together.
He was out hunting.
After 18 months of 6 murders, 5 in Stockton, 1 in Oakland, and 1 attempted murder, Stockton's chief of police say they arrested 43-year-old Wesley Brownlee early this morning.
As officers made contact with him, he was wearing dark clothing and had a mask around his neck. He was also armed with a firearm.
Yep, with a kill kit.
Into custody.
Chief McFadden says Crime Stoppers' tips and police work led them to where Brownlee was living in Stockton. Officers took him into custody at Winslow Way and Village Green Drive at 2 this morning, marked here with the yellow box.
But they said it was like a homeless encampment where he was always looking for victims.
We are sure we stopped another killing.
Officers found this handgun in Brownlee's waistband and are now running ballistics tests to see if it was used in the deadly shootings. Officers watched and waited. They wouldn't say how long, but when Brownlee drove off from his home early Saturday morning, they made their move.
This pattern were consistent with some of the patterns that
it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. He's always hunting.
Around parks, around dark places, stopping.
Yes, he's got a prior history. Around, yes, he does.
Moving again.
But of drugs and stuff like that.
For the safety of the public, it was best to take this person off.
Really?
The arrest took place within a few miles of the shootings.
I'd like all of us to take a moment of silence for these victims. If you would join me.
County and city leaders remember the victims.
She asked for a moment of silence, woman.
They take the next steps to keep the suspect behind bars.
Even though there wasn't any words that we could say that would bring back the lost loved ones.
Yep.
The least that we can do.
Stockton's mayor.
Is do our part to help bring justice.
Is he married?
And here we are today.
Hold on, is he married? Okay. All right, guys, let me stop this. Oh my God, Stockton's mayor. Okay, I'm moving to Stockton. Samuel Little. I've heard of Samuel Little. I've heard of Samuel. That's him. That's the guy that was killing all those women. Thank you so much. That's him. That's him. Killed all these women. And they caught him in the act. Caught him in the act. Mayor, you enjoy your vacation. So, look. Oh my God, he's hot. I didn't see a ring on that finger. I'm going to have to go back and look again. Wayne Williams, that was Atlanta. I still don't believe that Wayne killed all those kids at all. Oh, I forgot, Doom. But you were flirting with Drazzo right in front of me. Yes, Wayne Williams, Atlanta. Supposedly killed all those kids. I don't think so. I don't think so. Whoo, yeah, he was hot. He was tall too. I gotta go to Stockton. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. So today I'm actually, since y'all talking about food, I'm actually making succotash, okra, shrimp, tomatoes, corn, and I'm gonna do baked chicken. I'm probably gonna do some mac and cheese because Kayla loves mac and cheese, and some jasmine rice. I think we need to go to Stockton. Drazzo's not married yet. He's engaged. He's not married yet. Not at all. He's not married yet. So you still have a chance, Doom. Still have a chance. No, I'm just joking. But guys, thank you for being here with me, for spending this morning with me. Drea, honey. Let's thank you so much. Let's all wish Amber safe travels today. She's coming back in suffering succotash. Yes. Amber is coming back in from Miami today. And thank you everybody for coming, but just don't forget, if you have any questions about what I do or what I say, please come and ask me, and stop listening to all these damn conspiracy theories, because I don't appreciate them at all. But again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm probably going to come back either Monday or Tuesday. Maybe not Monday. I'll be in meetings. So probably Tuesday I might come. No, I said Wednesday. I'm coming Wednesday. I will be here on Wednesday. I won't be able to cover all the shows that we normally do on Thursdays. Definitely won't be able to cover the Beverly Hills. Matter of fact, I probably will do the reunion once it goes off, even if I have to pre-record it, because Thursday morning I fly out early. So more than likely I will do it on Wednesday night. I'll just pre-record it. So guys, again, have a great day. Love you guys. I'm out of here. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings, I'ma be fine.